Hello there. In the late 90s, Metallica was busy polarizing the metal world. Load and Reload had traded the razor-sharp fresh precision of the 80s for a loose, bluesy and hard rock swagger. But buried deep on the back half of Reload lies an anomaly, a song that doesn't sound like James Hetfield's typical riff work. It's hypnotic, slightly uncomfortable and deeply atmospheric. I'm talking about Where the Wild Things Are. It is a track that divides the fanbase to this day, but if you look past the initial shock of the 90s style, it reveals itself as one of the most genuinely progressive and experimental tracks the band ever recorded. To understand why this song sounds so fundamentally different from the rest of the album, you have to look at the writing credits. It's credited to James Hetfield, Lars Ulrich, and former bassist Jason Newsted. This was only the third and, of course, final time Jason would receive a songwriting credit during his entire tenure with Metallica, following Blackened and Justice for All and My Friend of Misery on the Black album. Jason actually brought in the core of this song as a demo, where he played guitars and sang. While the final version was reworked by James and Lars, Jason's DNA remains untouched. He wrote the haunting, rolling in true melody. For a bassist who spent over a decade fighting to have his creative voice heard over the Hetfield-Ulrich songwriting monopoly, this track stands as a bittersweet testament to what a more collaborative, Newsted-heavy era of Metallica could have sounded like. Musically, Where the Wild Things Are is heavily indebted to the Seattle scene, specifically Alice in Chains. Instead of James' signature downbeat chuck, the song relies on swirling guitar effects, pitch shifters and heavy dose of whammy pedal. The intro riff is chromatic, descending and uneasy, creating an immediate sense of dread. Look at the verses. James abandoned his usual aggressive bark for a layered, close harmony vocal style that mirrors the iconic eerie interplay between Lane Staley and Jerry Cantrell. Lars plays an unconventional tribal style drum pattern during the verses, completely steering clear of a standard 4/4 rock beat. It forces the track to groove rather than drive, giving it a sluggish heavyweight. So wake up, sleepy one. It's time to save your world. You're where the wild things are. Toy soldiers off to war. While the title borrows directly from Maurice Sendak's famous children's book, James Hetfield takes the concept of a child's imaginative escape and wraps it into something much darker. This song acts as a metaphor for the loss of childhood innocence and the harsh transition into adulthood. The toy soldiers aren't playing anymore. They are being sent to actual war. It contrasts the naive optimism of youth with the painful, inevitable scars of reality. It features some of Hetfield's most poetic, surrealist writing from the 90s, using the fantasy of childhood monsters to shield a child from the very real, terrifying world waiting outside their bedroom door. Metallica has never played Where the Wild Things Are live in their career. It remains a studio-bound capsule of a band willing to take massive creative risks at the height of their commercial power. Whether you love the 90s era or skip it entirely, you have to give them credit. It's proof that when they wanted to be, Metallica could be incredibly experimental artists. But what do you think? Is this a hidden gem that deserves more love, or did it deserve to stay buried on the back half of Reload? Let me know in the comments. But beware, children, not to burn your fingers one by one.